giving away the hits. Let's pull some fire. All right, we got a fun one lined up for you today. We got a bunch of different stuff we're going to be doing on today's episode. We got packs from 4 different sets we're going to be opening up today. We got some new enchantments that we want to flash for y'all on the channel. And we've got some pulls to give away as well. That's right, you heard it right in the title. We will be opening up 4 different sets today. We'll be opening up Ursula's Return, Azure at Sea, Arcasia's Island, and Reign of Jafar. 4 packs of each, and every single pull that we hit, we will be giving them away to one of you. You know what you got to do. All you got to do is just like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment down below in the comment section, and make sure to also go check the link down in the description to see how you can win a first chapter booster box. Thank you all so much for helping us just blow past 4,000 subscribers on the channel. It truly means the world to us, and I'm sure we are a hop skipping away from 5,000 subscribers, and at 5,000 subscribers we will be giving away that box. So make sure you go do all the things down below to figure out how you can get involved in that. Thank you all so much for the support. And now with that being said, I mean, let's get right into this. So like I said, we got 4 packs here. We got 4 of Ursula's Return that we're gonna start out with today, and that was a sticky pack to start, but it can't stop us. It can't possibly stop us. But anyway, 4 packs of Ursula, then into Azure. Then we'll probably take a little break, show you some enchantments, show you a couple of things we've been picking up for the PC. A couple of things here and there, kind of some thoughts that we're feeling. Maybe also some thoughts on what's going on in the hobby as a whole, because if y'all didn't know, and I say that very facetiously, if y'all didn't know, there are the World Championships going on this weekend. And to tell you the truth, like, I caught a couple of the matches. They were actually like really good. Really awesome stuff. I mean, seriously impressive stuff. But also want to make sure that I call out that if you did not see this in the Discord, and go join the Discord, link is down in the description. If you want all the good stuff, if you want all the tea, that is where you go and find out these things. Because that's how I found this out. Couple of our people up in the... Hold the thought, because we have ourselves a start right here. Piglet, I'm pretty much thinking, look, here's the deal. Like, I'll work, like, whoever wins this giveaway, seriously, whoever wins this giveaway, we will chat, right? We will collab, we will vibe, we will go back and forth, and we will figure out, like, when we talk about pulls. Look, like, if there's some supers in there that you want, if there's some rares, for all my game players out there, like, there's a couple of hits that you want, no problem at all. But like for pulls, I'm kind of thinking like the legendaries or anything that's like, edit worthy. But there's layers to this. There's exceptions to every rule, okay? And this is part of that. Anyway, big hit on Piglet, bang. Into nothing, but we're off to a good start with Piglet. But anyway, as I was saying before the hits came out and just slapped us in the face, in the Discord, I did read the tea very recently here that it sounds like you do have the ability to go in and get involved in, I don't really know what you call it, beautiful Ariel right there. I don't know what you really call it. It's basically a raffle. They call them EQLs, but like, really, it's a lottery. It's a lottery to be able to win like first chapter booster box and things of that nature. However, it also, Flynn Rider, sick card, into Find 'em Platinum. But it was also announced, and I believe that there was a screenshot that was captured in the court as well. Sheesh, that's sticky. I believe there was a screenshot that was captured in the court as well that said that this is going to be your last opportunity to, I believe, buy sets, or not buy, but purchase sets 1 through 4. That to me gives me vibes that they're going out of print. And if that is actually the case, second star to the right, yo, let's go. Big hit right there. That is what I'm talking about. That is a proper hit right there. That is a proper hit. This is it right here. This is Big Sisu at their finest. Absolutely beautiful. That is the kind of hit that we're talking about. Those are the fire pulls that we can come to expect. And that was the last pack of Ursula. Didn't even realize it. Came out of absolutely nowhere, which takes us in to Azure at Sea. But yeah, y'all. It sounds like this is it. Obviously, from a market watch perspective, we will make sure to cover this if and when there is those updates. And obviously, make sure you go watch us in the market watch side of things. We're having so much fun in there, just kind of chopping it up, talking about different things, whether it be from a collector's perspective, some meta things that are affecting the market as well. Really fun stuff going on in there. But But inevitably, there's probably going to be an episode on, what do you call it, on when they do kind of make that official announcement. Who knows? As we speak right now, markets could be moving. I don't really know how the market will take that. But obviously that news is now out there in the ether, and so it's very possible that the market is already reacting to something like that. It's very possible secondary markets are already reacting to that. Nick Wild. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. I doubt that that's going to happen like within the next week or so. Like I do think they'll take some time for that to bake in, but super interesting there, y'all. So just be on the lookout for that. And if y'all do want to get your hands on any product from the first, I believe it's the first 4 sets. Someone let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that, but that's how I understood it. This is probably that moment, y'all. Like if y'all are on the fence, y'all are thinking like to yourself, hey, that Hiram. If you're all thinking to yourself like, maybe I want to grab something, like maybe you've been flirting with a box, maybe you've been flirting with a box of like Floodborne or something like that. Just know that like we might be on the clock. Like we might be on the clock now. It might be about that time. So just know that that's there. Just know that it's out there. Just know that that there is that potential at this point, right? So let's see what we can do here on this last pack of Azurite. Actually, I shouldn't say that. Not quite at all in Azure. We pulled Big Sisu, didn't we? No, Big Sisu's not even part of that. It's part of Ursula. What am I talking about? So kind of a little chilly on the Azurite side. Judy, into you came back into Mulan. Little chilly on the Azurite side, but that's okay. We got ourselves a couple of pulls. Y'all, I want to pause real quick. I want to just give a quick shout out to a couple of quick pickups that we got for the PC. Some of these you probably won't be too surprised when I like call them out, but I just want to like fan and flash them for you real quick. Some awesome stuff that we got going on that we have been able to pick up and acquire. The first one's a kind of going to be a theme. You'll probably pick up on it pretty quickly here, but we do have our first card. I'm going to flip it over right now. Bam, into Wreck-It Ralph. Absolutely beautiful. Now 1 of 2 enchanteds for our guy Ralph, which is very awesome to see him getting that love, getting that support. And obviously Ralph, poor guy. I mean, I think this one is worth a little bit more. Obviously, the Arcasius Island Ralph is wait, no, not Arcasius Island. The Reign of Jafar Ralph, right? Yeah, the Reign of Jafar Ralph. Not so hot. I believe it's still the cheapest enchanted as it stands to date to this point. And I believe this Ralph is mid-tier, but to be fair, everything on the Azurite side is so mid. Like, it's unbelievable. Y'all, if there's a set to go, like, if you really want to go chase down the set of enchanteds, and I don't suggest that from the standpoint of like going and ripping 10,000 packs to make that happen, but if you see something like, if you see a single or you want to rip a handful of packs, maybe try and go, shoot your shot, not a bad set to do it on, y'all. Like a very budget set right now, not quite as budget as like maybe something like Inklands, which we will see what happens with Inklands as potentially it goes out of print. But y'all, not too bad there on the Azurite Seaside, and that takes us into card number 2. And yes, we are going to start getting into a theme here. We do have Gadget here. Obviously, Gadget is one where it's like, yo, look, I mean, it's not necessarily like, I will say the nostalgia hits. It doesn't hit as hard as some others, but at the same time, like, we're trying to complete the set over here, right? Like, we're trying to collect every enchanted, and this is an absolutely beautiful representation of Gadget. Absolutely gorgeous, and super happy to have Gadget in there as a part of the PC. We're gonna rattle off number 3 and number 4 here very quickly, because now you're gonna start to sense a theme, and we do have Chip and Dale. Honestly, to date right now, little bit bigger one in the set. Like, I'm pretty sure this one's sitting around like number like 3, maybe something like that. 3 or 4, 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there. I do believe that the Lilo and Stitch one is the Friends one is still holding down the number 1 spot. I think Chip and Dale is up there though, jockeying. Not 100% sure on that, but I do know that it's definitely upper half, like higher tier. And then finally, the last one, we do have one of, I believe, 2 princesses in the set. We do have Raya. We did acquire the Tiana a while back. What is it? The Tiana restaurant something. Oh my gosh. In the moment, it always escapes you. But anyway, the Raya is absolutely fantastic here. And yeah, beautiful one to add to the collection. Always love adding a Disney princess to the collection, and then bing, boom, pop. We got a nice set of 4 enchantments there that we're gonna pop into the PC, and I believe at this point we are down to 3 more enchantments to finish out Azure at Sea. I am pretty sure. We're gonna hop right back into it right now with Arcasia's Island, and we're gonna see what we can do here. We're gonna see what we can pull. Let's see if we can pull some fire, and I'll tell you what, y'all. Arcasia's Island, I have some work to do. I would say with Arcasia, the big thing is I'm kind of trying to like, I'm biding my time on this set a little bit. There are just so many enchanteds right as I just work my way right into the cold foil. There are some enchanteds, y'all, that are just like, ugh, like I'm kind of waiting for them to go down a little bit. But honestly, at this point, they might not. Like, I mean, I don't know what to expect. The ones that I'm a little bit interested on, they're a little bit sticky, and I'm a little bit surprised at the stickiness, is the Aurora and the Bolt. Those are 2 that like I really want both of those, but I'm just like 10 toes down that I'm like just so adamant that I just don't feel like, you know, I just don't feel. I feel like at some point there's gonna be a mild dip that I can come in and maybe pick them up for the PC, especially the Bolt. I could see the Aurora holding up just because of the Princess tax, but the Bolt has held pretty strong. And look, I'm not saying it's not played in decks, because look, like I mean, like we've talked about on previous episodes, like you could tell me you're playing just about anything right now and I would believe you. But like, you know, I just have kind of been waiting for that Bolt, the artwork, and especially the background, the kind of teal, turquoise, green, like, you know, hues that we have going on with that background. Speaking of, like, can we please see my guy here right behind this so I can give this away to one of you? Like, can we please do that, right? Bang. No, I tried. Anyway, I do love that card. I love that artwork. I think it will look absolutely just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous once I can actually acquire it as we go into the last pack of Arcasia. But yeah, really, really biding my time with the set. Like I said, I do think there's a few, you know, ironically, my wife did get me one that I think is like the ultimate, like, I think that there is some wiggle room for it with All Is Found. But look, overall, I actually think this is one of the best enchanted sets. I think the artwork is absolutely fantastic. If I had to like rank enchanteds, like, you know, in terms of like artwork and like I really believe Arcasia is like right up there with like Shimmering Skies, and I do think Reign of Jafar has some great heat in there as well. I think, speaking of All Is Found, going into Bagheera, let's go. Added to the list, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right, let's keep momentum going into Raja, but that was a good finish to Arcasia's Island. And that Bagheera is going to one of you. It's absolutely going to one of you. All right, let's do this. Let's just get our feet wet with 1 pack of Reign of Jafar. We got 4 packs total. We're gonna get our feet wet here with 1 pack. We're gonna introduce a nice little new set here. Let's see what we can do. Go Magic Carpet into Cusco, into Chimpers, into Jumba, Beyond the Horizon, great card, into Cusco Rare, into Prince John, and into Bobby. Look, let's take a slight pause in the action. Let's take a break in the action. Want to show a couple new enchanteds that we did get. These would be things. Here's what I'll tell you right now. They're not from Arcasia. They're not from Azure at Sea. That's going to be the hint. But they are a couple of ones that I did see at my local game store that I did want to pick up. It did feel like timing was decent for them. The last one is a little. Could go either way. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, first one going into, we're going into a location enchanted. We're going into Badanon, which, like, honestly, y'all, like, I mean, y'all, this card is, first of all, this card is absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous artwork. I think this card was 25 bucks. Like, I mean, and I realize I'm probably being upsold on that, just like a touch, like retail, like, or secondary TCG player value is probably like 22. 21, 20, somewhere like low 20s, because I get it. Like, there's margins involved, like there's layers to this. I totally understand that. Y'all, this card, like, this is a rarity that is 1 out of 100 to pull. 1 out of 100. $20 card. Like, I just look, hey, if you're trying to ball on a budget, go buy the location enchants. Go do that. Like, that's what I would do. I would do that. If you want to see some shiny cardboard that's really super hard to pull, go do that. Go do that. You know what? Why not? Like, why not? Anyway, going into the second card here, an absolutely beautiful throwback here with Shere Khan. And this is a very important card because I believe I am 3 3 away. I'm 3 away from completing the Rise of the Floodborn enchanted completion. Enchanted chase, enchanted search, enchanted collection, whatever. That's how far away I am from that. Trying to think off the top of my head. I know I counted this out earlier. I'm trying to remember which ones I'm short. I have the number 1 from every set. So I do have Cinderella. If you remember a video from way back in the day, we did cave and we purchased the PSA 10 of Cinderella. I couldn't wait any longer. I had to do it, right? So anyway, we had to make it happen. But anyway, super close on Rise of the Floodborn. Super excited about that. Beautiful Shere Khan. It was very, very good condition. So super excited to pick that up for the collection. And the final card, y'all, this is a big one. This is the meme card itself. It's the troll card itself. We still have not pulled it in Legendary Cold Foil, but we are now holding the Enchanted of Clarabelle herself. Absolutely beautiful. Now look, this is one where, this is a tough one. This is a tough one because I understand that this card is very much still played. You know, obviously like the 2 big chase cards in that set for Shimmering Skies being Clarabelle and Naveen. At least from a gameplay perspective, Naveen was one of those cards that was like $40 or $50, like come all the way down. Nowadays you pull one, I think it's like $10 now, maybe not even. Clarabelle has really still held its weight from a meta perspective, from a price perspective, and that's because of the meta, right? Like I'm pretty sure the card is still like around $20. You know, the Cold Foil might even be more, I'm not sure. But no, I mean, you're talking about triple digit enchanted. I mean, I'm sure it's up there somewhere. I know that obviously like you kind of understand that premium that you have, like when you pay for like one from a local game store, like you know you're paying that somewhat like 10% extra tax. Sometimes it's more depending on the store, but at the same time, you know, a lot of times it's just as better working with someone who you know and who you trust versus going on the secondary market and like you're gonna pay fees on the secondary market anyway. So I mean, it's kind of 6 half a dozen. It's also nice to just support your local game stores and to, again, to give back to those people who really do truly care about, you know, the preserving, you know, the hobby, whether it be a Lorcana or a Yu-Gi-Oh or a Pokemon or a Magic or whatever it might be, right? Like that's important too, right? And so much, you know, it is my absolute pleasure to go in there and give them that kind of business because they deserve it, you know. So no, super exciting, super fun to be able to add all those to the collection. Excited to share them all with you. With all that done, let's finish strong here and let's see if there's 1 hit in here, maybe 2, but let's not be greedy. Let's just get ourselves at least one really solid hit to add to this giveaway that we are going to give away to all of you. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can do one thing. We got 3 packs. Let's see if we can do a thing. Let's see if we can do something special here. Let me see just a little bit of magic. And it wasn't in there. But every new pack brings potential. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can make something special happen here. And that's where we go Wasabi into Don Carnage. And then Nephews, Medusa, Gadget. Hey, it's a great little Gadget episode. Into a very nice Donald Duck. He Who Steals. All right, y'all. Coming down to it. Last pack of an epic opening. Super fun packs. Fun pulls. Regardless of what this pack is, make sure to subscribe to the channel, get involved in the giveaway, because we gotta send these your way. That's what we gotta do, and we will do it. It's gonna happen, and it's already done. It's happening. But now here we are with one more pack of Destiny. We have Antonio. We have a Super Hades, and the final card of the opening. Let's see if we can finish with an absolute banger here. We have an Anita Radcliffe, but still a sick opening. Multiple legendaries, some great cards in there. Super fun episode. Happy to give them away to all of you. Can't wait for the next one. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you enjoyed today's content, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Go get in the Discord. Links down in the description. Make sure you go check out that video to see how you can win a first chapter booster box. And until next time, we're eternally grateful for you all, and we'll see y'all on the other side. Peace out.